Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Pnoid News. Man, listen, I've been kind of sitting here looking around a little bit, right? And, I've been noticing an uptick in like some propagandistic bullshit, right? And I'll be honest with you, okay? I'm not the type of guy that takes kindly to motherfuckers standing here acting like, they can just, dictate how it is that I can think. I don't like people putting ideas in my head. Now, I'm more than willing to listen to like the other side shit, right? As a whole. Okay? I am. But like I have a giant ass problem with people who stand here and are like literally, trying to pretend that they're not doing something that they're doing, right? Man, listen, I was hoping I was gonna combo that up on the three-piece right there. Right. So I wanna address some shit, right? Because just to keep this 100% honest with you, all right? You know, I'm not the type of guy to like, stand here and listen to what anybody else says. Okay? I'm not. Like I'll do the research and the history and all the nonsense on my own. Right? And when it comes down to some of the things that I've kind of been like paying attention to as of recently, right? I gotta stand here and start looking at some stuff, right? For instance, like this here.
NATO has expanded to the Russian frontier with Poland, the Baltic states, Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania. There isn't infrastructure to support this, and there's but they found out that it burns.
Okay, so here's my problem, right? I like Jimmy Dore. All right, I like a lot of the things that Jimmy Dore does. Keeping it 100% honest with you, all right? I think Jimmy Dore comes out with a lot of good information. But on the same level, I know this motherfucker here is legitimately a Russian psyop. Like 100% Scott Ritter is a Russian psyop, right? And how do I know that Scott Ritter is a Russian psyop? Well, Scott Ritter is a convicted motherfucking like pedophile, right? He is. That just is what it is, okay? He got caught 3 times, not once, not twice, 3 times trying to meet a child twice he got caught trying to meet a child at a public place, right? Like a 14 and a 15-year-old. And then he jerked off in front of another 15-year-old online, right? After being told that they were 15 3 times, right? So understand something. This is not like some entrapment nonsense like he tries to spew that it is, right? This is literally, like this dude here is, like a convicted pedophile. Now, in being convicted pedophile, he was a UN weapons inspector in Iraq, right? This is back in like the late 90s. And he was speaking out against the, Iraq war in the 2000s and tried to hide behind the fact that he was speaking out against the Iraq war. And, pretend that was the reason why the government was going after him. Now, there's a big difference between like, oh man, listen, there was CP on my computer and, like, I don't know where it fucking came from. And like the fucking feds raided me and all this crazy shit. That one there'd be a different animal, right? That happened once. You know what I'm saying? That was a one-time thing. Right? Like, all right, yeah, probably. You know what I'm saying? The feds is trying to set you up. This is not that. Right? This is literally not that in any way. Right? This is him like getting busted Chris Hansen style, right? Now, he got popped on the way to the airport, right, here recently, trying to go to Russia, right, to go meet with a whole bunch of Russians, right? And they seize his passport because when you're convicted, sex criminal, you have to have a certain stamp on your passport. They have to have like a sticker on there that says, this dude is a sex motherfucking, like criminal. Right? Just as a common courtesy there, but just like, for instance, like if you have HIV or AIDS, you have to have a certain thing on your passport to say that you have HIV or AIDS, right? If you owe child support, same thing. You know what I'm saying? You have to have that on your fucking passport, right? There's all these conditions in you being able to travel to other countries, right? Because like countries have, like treaties internationally with a lot of things, right? And for the most part, it's at like The Hague. right? You know what I mean? For instance, child support has like a giant ass where there's like, I don't know, I want to say like 90 or like 175 or 200 countries signed on to a thing that says if somebody owes child support, you will expedite them, right? You know what I mean? Because like that's taken seriously because, you know, like that's the, you know what I mean, most terrible crime in the world. But like, yeah, he cannot, like, you can't be traveling around as a convicted, you know what I mean, sex criminal, right? You know what I mean? As, you know what I mean, like a fucking pedo going to another country without a passport like that. And the State Department snatched his passport, said he wasn't allowed to travel. Right? And then Jimmy Dore came out and, you know what I mean, defended him. Now, well, Jimmy Dore didn't come out and defend his shit, right? Jimmy Dore came out and brought the story out. But, you know what I'm saying? On the other hand, right, when you look up motherfucking, right, Scott Ritter online, right? Scott Ritter, you know what I'm saying? Let's look at motherfucking filters. Upload date. Man, listen, bro. You know what I mean? Sort by upload date. Yeah, all right, that's 2 weeks ago. Okay, 1 month ago. Scott Ritter, 1 month ago, you know what I'm saying, was speaking to motherfucking Judge Napolitano and shit, right? You know what I mean? And then he was on... I'm trying to see here. Bro, listen, he was on this podcast.
What happened on April 1st was that Israel, in what is not an irregular occurrence, a bombing inside of Syria, hit and targeted the Iranian consulate.
And this is important to understand, right? So, like, one of the big things that, you know what I mean, you wanna know when you're looking at somebody, right, is who's this motherfucker talking to, right? You know, there's some other guys here, like, I done clicked on before, right, that this Danny Haipong dude, fucking Kim Iverson, right? Hello.
Recourse right now is extreme policies.
Okay, there's something I want you to notice, right? Other than Jimmy Dore, okay? Like, yo, all of these people have some shit in common, right? You know what I mean? And that...
Well, we are on World War III watch. It's like a...
Redacted is literally a motherfucking Russian motherfucking news joint. Like, yo, like there's a lot of this shit going on right now, okay? And I want you to understand these type of things.
Welcome back to the mother of all talk shows. I've got so many things I want to ask you, but let me start with what that last...
There's something a lot of these people have in common. You know what it is? They're all foreigners. Right? Legitimately. Okay? These people are all fucking foreigners. Right? And in being all fucking foreigners, I want you to understand that, like, these human beings, right, as a whole, you know what I mean, are people that we should know, you know what I mean, that, like, legitimately they are not working for us. You know what I'm saying? Right? This is another one right here, right? This is another guy. Richard Wolff, okay? Now, listen, I like Richard Wolff as a dude, right? But the thing is,
to join the BRICS, you know, it's really quite clear where things are going, except here in the United States. I don't know about Canada, where there's a need to practice what psychologists call denial.
But for the U.S., they're projecting that over the coming decades, net migration will still be possible.
Look, right? Important to understand. Okay, I know, like, you know, most of us, you know, I mean, don't really pay attention to things, and I understand. I completely get it, right? I 100% get this shit that, like, yo, we don't really pay attention to exactly what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? But, like, you have to start paying attention to these type of fucking things, right? Because if you want to stand here and have, right, like, all this shit where you have these people coming out, right? Now, of course, you're going to have, you know, I mean, just like the regular, you know, fucking la-di-da Marxist type of people and shit, right? You can start kind of classifying this in being Here's a one.
Understand the economics. Under
Petrova, Lena Petrova, right? It's another one, right? So let's check this out. So let's see if right, because I'm pretty sure, right? Atlanta Petrova is probably going to have Scott Ritter on her fucking shit, right? You know what I mean? Because, like, literally, it's fucking broad. You know what I mean? Is going to have, you know what I mean, like, fucking this type of shit on here. Well,
I mean, this trip, I'm excited about it, but I'm also
look. Why does he look like a fucking creep, too? Legitimately. Right? Like, why does he look like a fucking creep?
Parts of this new missile system will be
Yo, look, all these fucking people legitimately are not Americans, right? This is something that I want y'all to understand, right? As a whole. This is something I need y'all motherfuckers to get. Right? Hang on, let's go back. Go back. Where's this other dude at? Right? Because I know motherfucking one of these Richard Wolf joints that we were looking at, right, were literally the one I wanted. It was that fucking Asian dude. Right? Because, like, he is 100% that dude. There he is right here. Okay, so
to
this
join
dude,
the BRICS,
right?
you know, it's really quite.
David Lynn, right? Check this out. Right? Hang on a minute, because I know he motherfucking said that shit, right? He said, "Oh, listen, friend of the fucking show," because I was listening to this fucking podcast here recently, right? Bruh, where the fuck you at? Is it this dude or was it the other one? It might have been the other one.
To join the
Right?
BRICS,
Hang on a minute. Fucking, man, listen. Like, I've been putting all this shit together kind of in my head just on the fucking fly and shit. Right? Like, listen. It's all right, man. Listen, understand, like, you know, this is kind of like one of those, this is why I did it as a stream. You know what I mean? Because I was looking at it and I was like, you know what I mean? Because, look, Lex Friedman, there's another one, right? Where the fuck? Man, listen. I don't think it was this one. Right? And I, like, as I said, like, I do like some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. Right? But, like, I don't think that these dudes, right, legitimately should be considered, like, proper information. Because I do think that a lot of this shit is motherfucking propaganda. Right? Like, 100%. Because they stood here and they said, like, you know, fucking da-da-da-da, like, fucking, I'm the motherfucking, whatchamacallit, fucking, he said, oh, they said, like, yeah, fucking, like, Scott Ritter, friend of the fucking show. And I was sitting there like, bro, listen, like, hang on a minute. Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't square well with me, right? As a whole, because I'm standing there like, bro, listen, why would you say that? Because, like, you know what this is hitting for, right? Like, and nobody with any real fucking sense would stand here and defend this motherfucker just wide open and shit, right? Just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? Like, just keeping it all the way 100. Right? Let me throw another F in there because that motherfucker does have 2 F's in his fucking name. Let's see here. Who is this dude? Danny Haifong. Man, look, let me look him up. Danny Haifong Scott Ritter. There he is.
Colonel Wilkerson, let us get started with what happened to Scott Ritter, friend of this show. Now, this comes, his prevention by the Department of State comes.
Right. See where I'm at right now? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try not to go off of things without evidence, right? As a whole, like I try real hard to be like, bro, listen, I'm not gonna do this without any fucking evidence and shit, right? Yeah, like real shit, right? Hang on, bro. Hang on, man. I wanted to grab the motherfucking pop out chat so I could motherfucking see who the fuck's in there right now, right? You know what I mean, right? I know Scott Ritter is American, right? But Scott Ritter is a fucking pedo, right? Aircraft Sparky. By the way, nice to see you out here, TK Time Force, right? So this is my mentality, right? Scott Ritter is a fucking pedo. But I'm 95% sure he's working for the fucking Russians. Right? The motherfucker compromised as fuck. And I know like a lot of motherfuckers are like, oh, the feds are going after nonsense, bro. It's not. Like real shit. He got caught 3 times trying to meet up. Like once I got caught twice trying to meet up with little kids at a fucking restaurant. And then the fucking 3rd time he jerked off in front of a child on fucking camera. Bro, real shit. That motherfucker is legitimately a fucking bag. Right? You're nothing misunderstood about that. You know, and then he was going to try to meet, you know what I mean, with like these Russian diplomats and shit. Then he's hiding behind it going like, I'm just trying to stand here and engage in diplomacy and blah, 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 right? You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Listen, like bro, TK, I'm not really sure to publicize your fucking conspiracy. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, this is some weird shit to me. You know what I mean? And everybody that backs him up is an American, short of like Jimmy Dore. And Napolitano is sketch. You know what I mean? He's always been kind of sketchy to me. Right? So, I mean, I don't know. Right? I really don't fucking know. You know, he's been out of the loop a while. I don't know what type of shit he's been in. But all this shit, you know what I mean, just smells foul. Like, and you ever just had that fucking feeling that something just smells foul? You know what I mean? Right? Like, shit just smell wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just smell fucking wrong and shit. Right? And I'm over here and I'm just kind of like, I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I think, like, a lot of this shit is propaganda from the fucking Russians, bro, and the Chinese, right? I think these motherfuckers are taking talking points. Now, I do think that there's a lot of people that are probably just going along with it for the most part, because if they're just dumb and they're not doing the research, I don't think Jimmy Dore does a lot of research, keeping it 100 with you, right? I don't think he does a lot of fucking research. There's a bunch of times he fucking said a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean, and lucked out on whatever, right? And then again, there's probably a whole lot of times that like there's a reason why you put propaganda out. You know, the best propaganda is like just propaganda that just, you know, like that's disinformation, right? Not misinformation, disinformation. Information that's dangerous to like the motherfuckers who, you know what I mean, like, you know, they're trying to put the information out against. Right? Disinformation, you know what I mean, isn't wrong information. It's just information they don't want you to know. Right? Or information that goes against the narrative. We need a real media. Keeping it a buck. Right? It used to be where guys like me came in, but there's just so much shit, bro. Like, I can't. And I don't get paid for this shit. It may be different if I got paid for these things. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not getting paid for this. It's most definitely a weird ass situation. You know what I'm saying? It's a strange ass situation to be in. Right? Like, I understand that, like, I'm probably pretty bigoted towards, like, foreigners and shit, right? But all the people that have, like, Scott Ritter on are, like, fucking foreigners. Right? Like, all this shit is coming from motherfuckers who are not from this country. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, to me, that's an issue. That's something that, like, probably should be discussed. You know, when we're talking about things like, it's like, hey, you know, where'd you get this info from? Oh, I got it from, like, this podcast of these people who are from, like, fucking Russia. Right? You know. Now, I don't, like, I'm anti, you know what I mean, like, the egalitarian state, right? Like, I don't fucking like the fucking system or the government that we're in. I don't fucking like it at all. You know how I feel, right? I'm anti-managerial system. You know what I mean? And by the way, that motherfucking bullshit, that red ball shit went the fuck in. That was fucking bullshit, right? Like, I'm anti-fucking managerial state. I'm 1,000,000% am, right? You know, and like, I talk about these things and I talk about our systems that I think are broken and fucking terrible and garbage and I hate them, right? Bro, why is that ball curving so fucking much? I ain't putting no English on nothing. It just curves for like no reason other than the fact that like the game wants to seem like it's cool, I guess. I don't fucking know. Right? But this is, you know what I mean, some extra shit right here. And we've talked about this before. Right, where I was like, listen, is this fucking, are we being propagandized? I did a whole last stream on this before, right? I always smell bullshit, right? Like, you know, you can, when you've been, you know what I mean, on as many like terrible ass rooms as I have, you know, you just tend to start learning about these things. You start picking up on this shit almost immediately. You're like, maybe, you know what I mean? You're like, this motherfucker don't smell right. Right. And that Scott Ritter one is blatant. That's kind of where I'm at. That motherfucker is blatantly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck if he's telling me everything I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, you know, fuck that. You know? Like, to hell with the bullshit. Like, I understand that, you know, like, he's a deep state, you know what I mean? Like, fucking swamp monster and shit. Like, I get that mentality. Right, and I understand like why the Russians would want him somewhat, you know what I mean? But like, bruh, you know what I mean? Like when you know for sure, right, that this dude is a goddamn fucking criminal, right? Like he is a disgusting piece of fucking human filth, right? That probably should have been fucking like eliminated from the fucking gene pool, keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? And he goes, well, I went to the gangs and I did this. Bro, listen, you probably spent your whole time in PC keeping it 100 with you, right? You know, because that's what motherfuckers like you do. You spend your whole fucking time in PC. And the bitches is, there ain't no fucking records on none of that shit. But then again, you know, like there's plenty of fucking people who live as fucking pedophiles in fucking jails. They literally have like a whole ass fucking judicial system set up just for fucking, you know what I mean, that shit. Because they're just way too, like, I think the system really, bro, listen, why did that happen? Like, I understand you think that hit the curb. That did not hit the bumper, bro. Like, that's fucking nonsense. Right? But there's way too many false allegations at this point just because, like, moms are mad and they know that, like, they can fucking get away with this type of shit. You know, even if they fucking, like, they'll convince themselves of some nonsense, right? There's just way too many motherfucking dudes who, like, you know what I mean, are just on that level at this point. You know, and I feel bad for them motherfuckers. I do, but Scott Ritter is not one of those dudes. This wasn't some custody dispute. This wasn't, you know what I mean, like, you know, they found, like, some nonsense on his computer, right? This was literally this motherfucker, you know what I mean, literally met, you know what I mean, tried to meet two kids, you know what I mean, got his fucking shit commuted once, and then ended up motherfucking, like, jerking off in front of a fucking person who said they were 15, and it was a cop, right? Keeping it 100% honest. That's some real ass shit. That's what the fuck happened with that motherfucker, bro. They said they were 15 twice. You can say entrapment all you want, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, they shouldn't be able to entrap you with that shit. Keeping it 100% honest with you. You know what I mean? Like legit. Fucking trash. Keeping it 100. But that's where we are at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I really do think that, like, you know, this shit, you know what I mean? Like, yo, there might, like, listen, the fog of war is crazy, okay? And, like, you know, Russia used to have, like, one of the best motherfucking propaganda bureaus in the world. Now, the United States has an amazing one, right? We are the most propagandized people who have ever lived in the history of mankind. There has never been anybody who is more propagandized than the United States citizen. Like, go talk to a boomer and you will fucking 100% find out, right? That's just being real with you. But on the same level, I don't like, you know what I mean, as in general thing, like anybody be doing this shit. That's why we're trying to break motherfuckers out of the propaganda that we've been taught our whole entire lives and indoctrinated inside of these fucking public education systems, right? 1,000,000%. We need to break motherfuckers out of these things, right? That's always been my stance. But that doesn't mean I want to get people broken out of shit and then have them literally like get broke right the fuck back into some bullshit. You know, like that's just being honest, you know? Like I don't want a motherfucker piece of shit. Swear to God, yo, this game just be cheating sometimes, bro. Listen. And the AI, I'm pretty sure the AI is like an actual Indian, right? Like it's not artificial intelligence. This game be like throwing shots for like no fucking reason. And I guess like the computer might have had that shit, but I'll be real. Sometimes it be making shots that's ridiculous. Like, I'll be like, bro, listen, there's no way. Like, that's an old poker player. That's an old fucking pool player's trick and shit. Good shit. Hell yeah. That's how you do that right there, bitch. Boom. Let me get that combo shot right there. But, like, yeah, man, listen. I'm pretty sure that, like, there is, like, when they say Russian propaganda this time, this is the bitch, man. Listen. Like, so did you know in World War I, right, they tried to claim the same thing about the Holocaust, right, but it didn't actually happen, right? And then, like, in World War II, they literally, like, fucking, they were sketchy about even saying anything about it, right? In, like, in NATO side, right? And, like, in the, you know, I mean, whatever side, up until, like, the end when it was, like, fully discovered. Because they tried to do that propaganda the first time to go, like, oh, man, these Germans are monsters, right? That's what I'm saying about propaganda, dog. You know what I mean? Like, yo, shit's fucking crazy. It's the most banana shit. Like the first time they cried wolf about that fucking Russian propaganda thing. And now they're fucking, now like when they say it, nobody's gonna fucking believe them. But it's actually happening now. Tell you what, man, listen, let me see if I can make this side pocket shot real quick. Nope. Oh, man, listen, you shot it too hard. You had to fucking be gentle with it all the fucking time. Blah, 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 you pieces of shit. Right? Man, he just said the word enemy, okay? He didn't, like, there is no official doctrine of war against the United States. That would, he knows what the smoke is, bro. Like, like, nobody wants war with the U.S., okay? Like, yo, no one does. All right? That's like instigating your own fucking, like, mugging. Like, bro, like, motherfuckers gonna be like, nah, I'm cool, dog. You know what I mean? That's like picking a fight with the biggest dude on the block. It's like, no, okay? Like, what'd you say, bro? No, I ain't say nothing, man. I ain't say shit. Like, listen, I'm cool, dude. Like, you know, please don't hurt me. Like, that's where it is, right? Like, don't think that the U.S. military is bitches. You know, them motherfuckers are not playing games. Right? Putin knows what the smoke is. And it doesn't matter what the public says, right? They try to declare, you know what I mean? They try to go, oh, man, listen, we're going to go to war directly with Russia. The American people be like, man, no, we're not, right? And they're like, we're going to do what we want. And they will instigate a fucking conflict, right? There ain't no amount of propaganda in the world because this is not a democracy, son. This is a fucking, you know what I mean, autocracy at this point. You know what I mean? That's kind of where shit is. Go ahead, yeah, fucking whore. Jesus Christ. Bro, listen. So, I mean, I think that's exactly where the fuck we are right now. Right? Putin can stand here and try to declare shit all the fuck he wants. He can stand here and say whatever nonsense he's going to say. Right? Now, I do want to, like, make a video, right? This is something I've been thinking about, too, right? Something I want to do. I want to make a video about, like, what life would actually be like if there was, like, a nuclear launch. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 be? You know what I mean? Because, like, that is some scary ass shit. Right? I feel like that's something that, like, you know, we should probably be having a fucking discussion about, you know? Like, before we're over here playing fucking shit. I understand, like, the whole, it's what's known as brinksmanship. It's like, which is, it's a fucking terrible thing to do, just as a whole. Probably shouldn't be fucking doing that. You know, but every president has to learn the game. Basically, you're playing chicken, right? And that's what brinksmanship is. It's like, you know, oh, man, listen, like, go ahead. You ain't got no balls. Launch, pussy, right? You know, that's what you have to literally take each other up to the fucking edge, right? It's like edging and shit in fucking geopolitics. It's a crazy fucking thing. Like, how you make that last shot, but you didn't make this one, bro. I'm telling you, it's an actual Indian. And there's no settings on this for, like, hardness. You know what I mean? There's none of that, like, you know, like, fuck, what's the difficulty level? You know, there's none of that shit on here. You know what I mean? Like, there's no settings for shit. You can turn the music on or off, play against a computer, or play against, like, basically yourself. Because there's an option to have, like, a multiplayer game, but you're not playing against, like, somebody else somewhere. You know what I mean? You're playing against fucking, bro, see, look at that spin. What is that spin nonsense, bro? Like, this is not a real thing. This doesn't happen in pool. And by the way, this is like the slowest table, right? I don't know, like fucking, there's fast tables and there's slow tables at pool halls, right? This is a fucking fast or a slow fucking table. This table's dumbass slow. I think that's why it's spinning so much, because it's like set up off of somebody's table with really, really thick felt. I don't know. Anyway, right? Boom, bitch. Get out the way, homie. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know. And it's sketching me the fuck out. Keeping it 100 with you, right? My brain's a pretzel right now. Right? Like, I'm sitting here and, like, I look at this shit and I'm like, yo, this don't make no fucking sense. Don't make no sense at all. Like, why is Jimmy Dore having this dude to fuck on, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, he served his time, all that type of shit, too, and I get that mentality. I mean, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that'd be a really good defense. Like, he served his time, did what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, I personally think he's a piece of shit, but he got good info. If you said some shit like that, I'm fine with that, right? But, like, for these guys to go, like, oh, man, he's a friend of the show, right? I'm like, what? Like, why would you say that? Like, don't say that motherfucker's a friend of yours. Like, bro, it's not a friend. Like, he's a guest that I have on, you know what I mean? Because he has good info, right? That's some shit that you say about somebody who's sketchy as fuck, but he got good-ass information, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're like, you know, I'm dealing with this crackhead motherfucker. Like, yo, he's a crackhead, but, like, this guy, legit, man, you know, he does, like, the best motherfucking, like, roofing work or detail work or, like, fuck, this guy can fix anything. Got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know, like, he got issues, but this motherfucker, like, he gets it done, right? 100%, that would be, you're a piece of shit, bro. Listen, I was set up for a victory shot, motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying, actual Indians, right? Thank you. This is really appreciated with your nonsense. Pieces of shit. I didn't know I was going to do that, but I just, you know, I mean, I took that shot because it's the only shot I had. Being real with you. Like, yeah, fucking sketchy. Always sketch the fuck out about shit like this. And you know me, man. Listen, I'm an international guy. Like, you know, fucking, like, I'm banned in Iran and Turkey, right? Like, listen, all y'all here beefing with YouTubers, man. I got fucking countries that are beefing with me, dog. You know what I mean? Right? Like, motherfucker, you need to have your nuts screwed on tight for being like a motherfucker like me, right? That's why I be discussing these type of things. It's like, bruh, like, I understand, bruh, that worked out really well, I didn't try that, but it worked out. I'll take it. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Yeah, I mean, get behind it, Good, that'll do. Right? So, I mean, yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think, man? Y'all think do you think they're like literally like these dudes just out? Because I do think that shit, bro. I think they're fucking working for the motherfucking feds, right? Yeah, right, TK. Yo, see, TK, that's what I'm saying, man. Listen, like, yo, I kind of like, yo, like, all right, so we get iodine tablets around here because of, like 3 Mile Island and all that type of shit, right? It's one of them, like, just in case type of things, right? Fucking, it's not even like a working nuclear reactor anymore, but that fucking one that melted down is still the fuck there, so that's something that, we have to deal with all the time. So, but I mean, I'd kind of like to know what it is that is going to happen, right? So I don't know, as I said, I might make a video because, like, fucking doing some research on that sounds pretty cool too, right? What do y'all think about the Russian propaganda thing, though, man? Like, I am kind of sketched the fuck out about that shit. I don't like it. Like, I'm not a USA shill. Y'all know me, right? I'm not. But on the same level, I am also not a I want to be lied to shill. I'm not interested in that either, right? I don't want, no, like, yo, listen, bro, it's going to go in the goddamn basket. Can I get this motherfucker in here? I might. Let's see. Right? Bitch. See, look, it went in a hole anyway. Motherfucking goddamn scratch anyway. I mean, it's always, I don't know, man. That shit's always like fucking, I don't know, shit be on my mind sometimes, right? Oh, bro, listen, Nick Rakita's after, man, add moderator, bro. Standard moderator. There you go. Say, you got a wrench, dog. Nick Rakita's after Orgy Butler. You're now a motherfucking part of the wrench, no state. Welcome. What's up, you heathen ass motherfuckers? Yeah, listen, bro. We all heathens out here. Yeah, everyone's lying through their teeth. How do I put this, man? I know my government lies to me, right? I have no, like, fucking, I have no, like, misgivings about, like, what the fuck my government does, right? I have no delusions about what my government is and what my government does to me, right? And, I'm not appreciative of what the fuck it is they do to me, my kids, everybody around me. I mean, the whole country. I don't fucking like that shit. But this is a big fucking but. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in tolerating that shit from no other country either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not. Oh, good luck, dog. Good luck, man. Listen, this motherfucker be sinking balls. That's what I'm saying. Actual Indian. I'm telling you. Listen. Yeah, I know. This motherfucker knocked my ball in for, like, no reason other than the fact I think they were just up in his way. Right? He's like, bro, listen, you ain't doing good this round, so, like, I'm going to give you this one. Right? I'm telling you, it's an actual Indian. It's not a fucking AI. It's not like a fucking game AI. This is not an NPC. Like, because literally, like, it's seen not fucked up, like, completely. There's like, oh, man, listen, like, that shit. Like, oh, man, I see you fucked up right there. You meant to hit it the other way or whatever. You meant to hit it harder and you didn't. Right? It literally just gives me the fucking shot back. Right? It'll just, do some dumb shit and throw it in the motherfucking, it'll throw it right in the hole. Like, here. It's weird. Right? So, just like that, bro. Like, listen, if it was an AI, it would have literally, like, either made the shot or, like, hit that ball harder so it looked like it missed on purpose. Right? Like, that was some motherfucking nonsense. Yeah, go in the hole, you piece of shit. Like, why the fuck do you think, bro? Listen, what are you doing? What are you doing, 8-ball? What are you doing, 8-ball? Getting a little close. I swear to God, you're getting a little close, dog. No. I'll take it down to the corner. Okay, let's take it down to the corner. Boom. Boom, in the corner. And then you. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, man. Listen, like, this shit just sketches me the fuck out, like, the whole goddamn way. All this propaganda, all these lies, all the bullshit, all the nonsense. What is the fucking point of a democracy, right? If we're not getting good information, how can we be properly educated, right? Like, how can we be able to make proper decisions about who to vote for if everybody's lying to us on both sides, right? Like, I don't want to sound like a QAnon motherfucker, you know what I mean? Where it's like, man, listen, it's all part of the plan, but it's a fourth dimensional. They lie to you, and then like they leave these blatant lies there for you to find, so that, you know, then like, you know, you'll believe the other lies and shit, right? And then like, you'll lie some, and then they'll lie some more about lying about some stuff, right? You know, and then they lie about things, about lying about things. That way, like, oh, you listen, you never know what to think, man. You know, there's a guy in the corner. You got an AK-47. Is he there to kill the president? What's he doing, man? Like, you know, you ever look at a $10 bill on weed, bro? Like, listen, like, I'm not one of them type of guys, bro. I'm just not. You know what I mean? Like, fuck all that shit. I think that, you know what I mean, like, nobody has real control over any of this shit, right? Like, listen. I think that, you know, why wouldn't they have some kind of, like, shit, though, being honest? Like, just keeping it 100, like, why would they let them do this shit? You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking crazy to me that, you know, like, right now, you know what I mean? I got whatchamacallit, I have a fucking, you know, like, I can't get my money out of fucking Russia with the Gazprom stocks, right, that I have sitting in there, right, which are probably worth, like, a whole bunch right now, right? But, you know what I mean, on the same level, like, this motherfucker over here, you know, like, just going on shows and just running, you know what I mean, like, full head on taking payments from motherfucking Russians. Like, it's bananas. And then on the same level, like, they locked up them kids in fucking Florida and shit and charged them with treason just for, like, having a conversation with a Russian, right? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, oh, listen, this shit's fucking bananas, right? Like, this shit's fucking crazy. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, all this shit is fucking, like, the most insane thing you could think of. Nah, scratch anyway. Good shit. Right, did y'all hear about that shit? What happened with the fucking kids and whatnot, bro? Like, listen, bro, like, fucking, like, black nationalists arrested Florida, right? Yeah, look.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. As we turn to look at the FBI raiding several properties in late July in St. Louis, Missouri and St. Petersburg, Florida, tied to the African People's Socialist Party, which leads the Uhuru movement. The Pan-Africanist group has been a longtime advocate for reparations for slavery, a vocal critic of U.S. foreign policy. The raids came as the Justice Department indicted a Russian man living overseas named Alexander Yanov, using U.S.-based groups to spread Russian propaganda. The groups were not named in the indictment, but reportedly include the African People's Socialist Party. One of the FBI raids targeted the home of Amali Yeshitela, the founder of the African People's Socialist Party. He accused the FBI of targeting his group for their political work. He's joining us now from St. Louis. Amali, welcome back to Democracy Now! We actually spoke to you first in about a quarter of a century ago in 1996 when Democracy Now! Just began. Can you, though, go back to the end of July and talk about what happened? Talk about that day of the raid. Where were you?
My wife and I were awake. We were sitting at the dining room table discussing how we're going to be moving for the day. She is responsible for, has organized a doula program to train African women, young women, in becoming doulas. And this is in a city where in the first year of life, enough black babies die to fill 15 kindergarten classes every year. So we were talking about that, and I actually was preparing to go to the gym. And then we heard this loud racket outside, this noise from loudspeakers demanding that the residents of this property should come out with our hands up and nothing in our hands. And as this was being said, loud flashbang grenades were exploding all around the house. And I was later to learn in the back stairwell of the house. So I asked her to allow me to leave first and to get on the phone to call people to let them know that we were being raided. And she tried, but was unable to do it because they had jammed our phones. So I went down the stairwell, and when I got to the bottom of the stairwell, these laser dots from automatic weapons were bouncing off my chest, and I heard these commands to move toward them, toward the light. There was a large armored vehicle in front of my house. There were camouflage-clad troopers, FBI agents, and I don't know who else, with flak jackets and automatic weapons. My wife followed me down, and on her way down, a drone went past her head going up the stairwell into the house. So I went outside and was zip-tied at the side of the house. There were, I don't know how many FBI agents there were, but there were a lot of them and a lot of different vehicles. And my wife came downstairs. She was handcuffed behind her back. And I'm asking them why, what's going on. They said that they had a search warrant for my house, and I asked them to see the search warrant. And they conveniently didn't have it on them, but it was somewhere in the vicinity, and they'd get it. We were told to sit on the curb, which we didn't comply with, and they said, well, you can sit in the backseat of the car, and we're saying, I don't want to sit anywhere, I want to leave, that I don't even want you here, don't want to be here with you. They said, again, why are you here? Why are you attacking this house? They took my cell phone. They said that they were there because later that morning there was going to be an...
All right, listen, okay. I'm going to keep it 100, okay? First off, the Russian army is retarded. But is this necessary for like a 80-year-old fucking dude? You know what I mean? Like, is this really necessary for these motherfuckers, bro? Like, keeping this... Look at... Bruh. You coming in MRAPs and shit. like, bruh, for an 80-year-old dude living in a hood. I know these neighborhoods, bruh. This looked like a neighborhood in my neck of the woods. This is a hood, right? This is not like a nice neighborhood. This is the hood, right? This is the ghetto. Why would you, what would you expect was going to happen, bro? Like, listen, this whole entire thing, right? Like, real shit was like fucking 8 people, right? Blacks, hold on. Black socialists, space socialist, arrested, Florida, right? Hang on.
This time, they haven't yet claimed us. We have some relationship with China, but that's to come, I'm sure, because China and Russia represent to them serious kinds of problems. But also, black people represent a serious problem to the United States government and has done so historically. That's why Malcolm X is dead. That's why Martin Luther King is dead. Russians didn't do that. That's why more than 28 members of the Black Panther Party in 1968 alone were murdered. The Russians didn't do that. That's why this community and our people have been under aggression. That's why a spy center is being developed right here in North St. Louis. Even as they're pushing black people out of our homes, gentrifying us and things like that, taking away our properties, created this entity that they call a land bank administration for the purpose of stealing property from black people legally. Even as they're doing that kind of thing, they're attacking those of us who are trying.
Yo, look, man, I'll be honest with you. I think there's like 6 members to this entire fucking group, bro. Like, you know what I mean? like real shit. Yo, like, this is, you know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you, bro. Like, hold up, bro. Like, yo, let me add you as a moderator, bro. Listen, everybody gets a wrench in my chat. Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Nice to see y'all out here and whatnot. Mike Rock, F Russia. Like, listen, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really, like, I think Russia should be, like, allies of ours. I don't understand why it is we have to have them, you know what I mean, be, like, enemies and shit. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like this is what Back to Blue gets you. I fucking feel you, Nick Rakitas after Orgy Butler, right? Like 100%. 1,000,000 fucking percent, bro. Like, yo, you know, and like I talk about these things, right? I do, you know. Like, hold up. If I can, let me see if I can find the Uru fucking channel. Uru YouTube. Hold up. We're black. What was it? The Black Socialist Party YouTube, right? I think this is it right here, bro. Hang on, man. Let me.
Okay, so good evening.
Yeah. This is it right here. Right? So, like, okay. Yo, listen, this whole channel right now, right? It's 4.73 thousand motherfuckers. Like, yo, listen, 4,000 sub motherfucking YouTube channel, dog. Like, this is what they worried about, right? Like, real shit. Yo. Yo, they're so ridiculous. Yo, why? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, how is Scott Ritter walking around? But this dude right here, right? African People's Socialist Party. There you go. Let me see. Freaking, because I know they have a YouTube. Right? Like, I know they got a fucking YouTube. Like, 1,000,000%. FBI. Stop FBI attacks on the African People's Socialist Party. This is from the People's Forum. It has 992 views. Right? Gotta see if I can find this shit. Bro, listen. Africa is a country. They don't understand how country. Maybe it's under APSP. Right? I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know. Yeah, here it is. Here. Hold up. Yep. 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, you listen, really? It's so trash. Right? It's so fucking trash. Right? And even Tucker Carlson had this dude to fuck on. Right? And still. Uru Solidarity, 2.12 subscribers. Right? I mean, this is like, it's fucking ridiculous that this is like a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, legit. Boomer. Bro, listen, hold up. Let me get you a motherfucking, here, bro, get you a wrench. Bro, wrench save. Yo, what up? Okay, yeah, listen, do what you do, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't really, bro. Whatever, I don't know what your real name is. Oh, Yeti. Oh, what up, Yeti, bro? Listen, you love you, Yeti. Right, fucking, yeah, man, listen, do what you do. You know me, man. Listen, I still have, like, alts that are, like, Sicily's Finest Furry from Trolling Scooby back in the day. Like, yo, real shit. Like, I brought up my YouTube channels one time because I was like signing into somebody's TV at some broad house or whatever, so I could like put a playlist on or some shit, right? And literally, right, what up, Adam? Right, fucking, she's like, yo, what is that Sicily's finest furry? I was like, listen, it's a long story. There was a dude who, you know what I mean, tried to send me pictures of my kids to say he's gonna bathe in their blood. So like, we went on a trolling mission against them. Right? You know, like, yo, legit, right? You know what I mean? Like, imagine trying to explain that shit to a motherfucker, bro. Like, real shit, right? You know what I mean? But like, it is what it is. You know, fucking, we all go on our missions sometimes. It's highly important. Right, yeah, bro. I remember you, Yeti, 100%. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the government. Keeping it a buck, I have no idea what the fuck is going on with them. I think like half of them are retarded and half of them are like just way overreacting to nonsense. You know what I mean, right? It's just like it is what it is at the moment. You know, like fucking half this shit is completely, they're the whole way the fuck out of their goddamn minds, right? And half of them are like completely lost and shit. I don't know exactly what's popping, right? You know, by the way, hang on, man. Listen, I know I got some truckers out here. I want some motherfuckers, JB Hunt, disqualifying carriers. Okay, I want y'all to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody let me know if y'all know what the fuck's going on.
95% are being disapproved and not given carriers and contractors. You know, we have a carrier that says JB Hunt removed over 90,000 carriers and independent contractors from their system, as making everyone go through a recertification process, over which 95% are being disapproved and not given a reason. So that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about all the carriers and contractors for JB Hunt. Have you been booking JB Hunt loads? Have they been good to you? Have you been notified as one of the 90,000 carriers that have to basically re-up and go through this process in which you are getting denied? Mud truckers, comment down below. Let me know what's going on. Is this a singular situation that I'm talking to a few carriers and contractors, or are you seeing this as well? What's going on, Mud Truckers? Welcome to Mud Truck News. Email us at mudtrucknews@gmail.com. First disclaimer, this is not about JB Hunt employees. This is about the contractors. This is about small fleets, carriers that book with JB Hunt, right? And so we get Eddie Finn, who says, I can say his name, says, JB Hunt removed over 90,000 carriers and independent contractors from their system and is making everyone go through a recertification process, of which over 95% are being disapproved and no reason given. We can't address an issue with the approval process if we aren't being told why are we being denied recertification. So, Mud Truckers, comment down below. What are your thoughts about this? Has anyone else that is doing contracting work with JB Hunt basically being dropped as well as an independent contractor? You know, and so, you know, this is...
Yeah, somebody let me know what the fuck's going on with this, right? Because I'm not 100% with it, right? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like fucking sounds like some sketchy shit's popping off. I don't know. I think maybe like they're trying to save some of the work for themselves and their drivers, right? Which is understandable, you know what I mean? Because like that's what a lot of companies do. Like Hub Group does this to us all the fucking time because I work for a carrier that pulls Hub Group trailers, right? A lot of these shit works on third party stuff. But, you know what I mean, that usually has to do when there's like a massive like freight drop off. But there hasn't been a big freight drop off recently. I've been working pretty fucking steady. I don't know. Maybe it's like Hunt's, you know what I mean, like bills are coming due, I guess. I don't know. Right? So, see what I'm saying about this fucking actual AI, bro? Like legit. Fuck actual Indians. Right? Fucking, yeah, so okay, so let me explain exactly like what the fuck is popping off, bro. So I'm trying to line this shot up. Maybe. Fucking whore. God damn it, you piece of shit. Son of a bitch, you motherfucker. Get the fucking hole where you belong, right? Like, all right, so, okay. And this is something I wanted to address too today, right? You know, I mean, this is something I was going to talk about. I was going to make a video about, but like I don't know, man. Listen, I had to go see my dad this morning. You know, what I mean, I don't know if y'all know, my dad's in the fucking hospital right now. He fell on his head off a ladder. You know, what I mean, he was like fucking 20 feet up in the air. He's been in the hospital since like May 21st, I think, something like that. Right, and he, you know, like he's having like, you know, he has to learn how to talk and shit and all that type of stuff again. You know what I mean? It's not super positive, but yeah. So I had to bring up some clothes and stuff today because I had to wash the laundry over the weekend. You know what I mean? You get all the stuff taken care of. And they got, you know, clean the house and all these things, right? You know, trying to get stuff ready for when he gets home, and, you know, fucking get a nurse's aid in and all that type of shit, right? I got a lot of things on I got spinning a lot of plates right now, right? They got all my kids' birthdays is over for a while, right? Legit till November, right? Because all my kids' birthdays are literally from like fucking March until June, right? Every kid I have, except for one. And that bitch, she looks the most like me. It's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, so I wanted to address this, right? Because I thought this was kind of important. Okay, so... Oh. Net profit, Walmart, over time. Okay. So, all right, check this out, bro. Like, listen. So, all right. Okay, so this here is Walmart, right? Maybe. What am I looking at here? Walmart net income. I don't want income. I want revenue and profits. All right, search for. How do I get profits on here, bro? Listen. Income's different, right? I want profits. Right, so profit. I don't want income. I want revenue and profit. Oh wait, hang on, wait. X. Shut up. I don't care. Why are you all up in my face right now? Gross profit. There we go. Okay, so okay, hang on a minute. Your growth. Okay. All right, so where's the percentage basis is? I want the percentage basis. Right. Gross profit. Right, profit is this many billion, right? $161 billion. Right. Profit goes up. Profit's been going up every fucking year for Walmart, but it's not really the fucking point. I mean, it went down in 2022. It was on the floor in 2019. Yeah, see. It's quarterly growth. Hang on. Increase. Assets and liabilities. Margins. There we go. Margins. Okay. So, gross margin, operating margin. Right. So, right. These are the percentages, right? But what you want to look at is this net number down here in the bottom, right? So like the net is, right, their net actual like profit margins right around like 3%. I mean, they dip down a lot, right? Fucking like 1.4, 1.49, right? At the moment we're at 2.88, right? But this is most companies, right? Profit margin, right, so McDonald's profit margin 2010 to 2024, right? Oh man, listen, this one's fucking good, bro. Like, listen, these motherfuckers is killing it. You're 33% right now, bro. Listen, how are you at this? How are you fucking making that much profit margin at the moment? Operating margin. How are you making this much fucking profit margin? It doesn't make any fucking sense, I'll be honest with you. Bro, listen. Profit margins. U.S. companies. Our earnings at the top 5 reckon that the net profit margin quarterly will be 11.5, which is about the previous 11.2, and equal to the year average of 11.5. Okay. Operating in net margins. Okay. Industries with the highest profit margins. Trust in the states, where of course you're going to have a ridiculous fucking thing. Right. Shopping mall. Credit card issuing. Is there ones with like a lowest? Alright. Companies with lowest margins. Least profitable industries in the United States. Okay, let's see here. Yo, hold on. Wait, what? Bro, listen. What are you doing right now? Why are you up my way? Okay, alright, so least profitable industries. Fucking oil and gas extraction, negative 7.6%. Support activities from mining, 0.6%. Motor vehicle dealers, 3.3%. Furniture stores, 3.3%. Beer, wine, liquor stores, 3.4%. That's crazy. Building materials, 3.2%. Elderly care, 3.3%. Right? Beverage manufacturing, 0.8%. Support activities from mining, 0.6%. Right? So, like, okay, this is the net profit margin of, like, all of these like fucking type of companies, right? And I was gonna try to explain how like most of our companies don't make any goddamn money, right? But like literally, it looks like Walmart. How is Walmart net profit margin? Because I know its net profit margin was like fucking, I want to say 3%, right? You know what I mean? It was like 2 and 3% or some nonsense. Revenue, net income, yeah, 3.16%. There we go. Yeah, Walmart's fucking net profit margin is 3.6%, 3.1%, right? It's never been high. I know it was down. It was like fucking 1.2%, some shit like that for a lot of years, right? Past 5 years, yeah, it's negative 1.3%, right? Yeah, look. Fucking November 23 is like 0.28%, right? It went to 3.17, now it's down 3.16. Right, it was at like 4.8, you know what I mean, a while back, right? Yeah, look, October 2022, negative 1%, right? Fucking 0.28, 1%, 1%, 1%, 2%, 2%, 3%. Yeah, like a lot of these companies don't make any fucking money, right? And so when you hear people stand here and go like, man, listen, the reason we're having inflation is because these corporations, right, trying to make too much profit. Like, they got to make fucking profit. Half of these fucking companies are built off of fucking debt and their goddamn fucking loans once they raise those fucking rates and shit. You know what I mean? The reason why you look at Walmart, because Walmart's like the biggest company in the U.S. But, like, Apple has a ridiculous fucking shit. It says profit margin. Let's see here. Net cash and net profit margin, 5.3%. Yeah, listen, this is why like nobody should ever fucking think. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. Amazon profit margin. Right. Net profit margin, 7.28%. When did they start making actual money? Right? Like, listen. Yo, when did they start making fucking money? Like, real shit. Amazon. Anyway, I wonder if Amazon Shopping still making money. Amazon profit of $30 billion in 2023. Cut costs, record holiday season, 9% quarterly increase in sales, $2.7 billion loss 2022 to $30.4 billion profit last year at Amazon. Right, I don't really know like how the fuck, like, listen, because they don't make any fucking money doing what they do, right? Subscription services, right? Yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure that like AWS carries that entire company, keeping it 100% honest. Does Amazon still lose money? Yeah, Amazon reported a net loss of $2.7 billion in 2022. Yeah. Well, I know they were building a bunch of warehouses, but now they're no longer building them anymore, right? They let go of most of them and shit, right? But I wanted to talk about that shit because I think it's kind of important, right? Let's look at JB Hunt profit margin. Let's see here, net 4.3% fucking on their net profit margin. Their net income's 127 million. Their operating income's 194 million. 10 million in cash in hand, right? Cost of revenue 2.4 billion. Like, listen, these motherfuckers are ridiculous, right? Revenue 2.94 billion. Yeah, look, revenue 2.94 billion. Cost of revenue is 2.4 billion. Yeah, they're not making any money. Yeah, see, this is what's going on, bro. Like, these companies are literally not making any money. Look at Snyder. Snyder, fucking net profit margin. I just want to check the big boys. You know what I'm saying? Operating margin, gross margin, net margin. Yeah. Ooh, look. Ooh. That's gross. 2.95. How are you making money in this period? Right? Because I'll be honest. I was starving to death during this period. Like, legit. I was starving. Like, that shit was fucking rough. Why do you have... Wait. Why does U-Haul have a 20 PE ratio? CH Route 28? What the fuck? Why do these companies have these ridiculous PE ratios? Avis budget 3.4 or 3.4. Yeah, listen, none of these fucking companies. Hub has a 19 fucking PE rate. Why? Why do you guys have this ridiculous shit? Right? It doesn't... What the fuck? Look at that LNG fucking in Greece, bro. Fucking 9.87. Hop on that one, dog. Legit. Matson. Why do you have a four? Why is Matson? What the fuck? It's ridiculous, bro. These motherfuckers be fucking just out here doing dumb shit. P ratios of companies. High PE ratio stocks. Let's see here. Why would you have a 3,600 PE ratio? It's 3,700. Yo, 3,695 PE ratio. Bruh, listen. Yo, you people are ridiculous. Neo John, 1.5. Like, get the fuck out of it. 1,500, 1,600. It's basically 1,700. 1,700. Bruh. With a $637 million fucking cop. Bruh, listen. What are y'all doing? Legit. Yo, what are y'all doing? Why? Fresh Pet. A 718 per. What is wrong with these people? Why are y'all like this? Look at this shit, bro. Yo, look at this shit, yo. Can y'all wait, yo, bro? Listen, yo, hold up, bro. Like, hold up. Let me do this. I'll help you the fuck out so you can see a little better, bro. Listen, yo, look at these P ratios is in the middle here, bro. Like, hold up. Look at the PE ratio, bro. Look at this. Yo, why is this so ridiculous? GameStop has a 294 PE ratio. Oh yeah, listen, stone hands, baby, diamond hands, dog. You know what I mean? Yo, so ridiculous. Y'all people are ridiculous. Yo. Oh, man, listen. This doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, bruh. Like, real shit. Fucking crazy people. You people are out of your fucking minds. Yeah, I can't, bro. Like, I can't with y'all motherfuckers. Like, why are y'all doing this, bro? Like, real shit. Why are y'all doing this nonsense? This is completely ridiculous. Zerp and Burr, baby. Yeah, listen, yo, Nick, yeah, fucking, bro, that's what the fuck I was pointing out, bro. Like, yo, man, listen, TK, how's the cat? Yo, the cat is, being the cat, it's a fucking pain in my ass, and it keeps tearing my fucking house up, and I'm gonna fuck it up here soon, legitimately, because, like, you know, I'm trying to keep the fucking house clean, and it keeps, like, dumping the fucking trash out and shit, and being a bananas person. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is just, bruh, Zerpenber. I fucking can't, bro. Like, I can't with motherfuckers, man. It's fucking bananas. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much all I wanted to motherfucking say today, to be honest with you. But like, yo, listen, you know what I mean? Yeah, I've been serving for like an hour. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go and like take a nap for I gotta work.